Hi everyone, Killobyte here from the future. Just wanted to let you know that we record these episodes ahead of time. So by the time we recorded this episode, we hadn't reached our goal for subscribers, which was 500 subscribers. But now I want to say that we did. And thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it. And we will be making a post about the giveaway here soon and once the new year starts. So keep an eye out for that. And again, thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it. And we love interacting with all of you and reading your comments. Thank you so much. Now, I don't want to keep you waiting, so let's continue with the show.
Commencing Operation Conclusion. We have reached the final installment of the IDW 2019 continuity. Will our host have anything interesting to say? Did they learn anything while reading? Doubtful, but that is besides the point. After this, we can celebrate the end to this fake podcast that is definitely not real.
Actually, I think they have one more after this. Sort of like a final takeaway after the final comics.
Typical, always dragging along the dead turbo horse for more content. Oh well, we will celebrate next time. For now, let's tune into the show. Oh, and Kyle.
Yes, Soundwave?
You're fired.
Oh.
Hello, and welcome to the podcast where we are currently recapping the events of the Transformers IDW 2019 continuity. I'm Onyx Prime with my two wonderful co-hosts here who have sadly stuck with me the whole time.
Hi, I'm Killobyte. I'm the favorite one.
And I'm Clickbait, the actual favorite one.
And both of those are canon. Moving on with our comic discussion for today's episode takes us to IDW Transformers Fate of Cybertron. And as always, spoiler warning, so if you haven't read it already, we highly recommend you go back, read it, then come back and listen to the podcast. Also, we have a goal to reach 500 subscribers. We're very close as of today's recording, which I will not tell you today's date, but we're about 40 away. We'll be holding a brand new kind of giveaway we've never done before, so click that subscribe button and tell your friends it's a good time. Now, onwards to the podcast. With that clickbait, do you mind giving us the fun facts, the trivia about the comics for today's discussion?
Absolutely. Let's get started with some fast facts. Number of comics we're reviewing today is 1. It was released on June 29th of 2022. Our writer is going to be Brian Ruckley, and our artists are going to be Andrew Griffith, Winston Chan, Alex Milne, Ed Pierre, and Angel Hernandez, with colors by Josh Burcham, Josh Perez, and David Garcia Cruz. On to some trivia. An ongoing error from the final Transformers issue, a bumpers drawn with 2 symmetrical arms, rather than the spindly replacement he received after the events of Transformers number 25. And the series, and by extension, IDW's entire rebooted Transformers universe, wraps up by establishing a status quo akin to the opening act of the 1986 animated film, with the Decepticons in control of Cybertron and the defeated Autobots exiled to one of the planet's moons, building up their forces in the hopes of one day retaking their homeworld. The prologue to the entire series in Transformers number 1 implied that the citizens of Earth would, as per usual, eventually come into contact with the Transformers race, but this did not occur before IDW's time on the Transformers brand came to an unfortunate end.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun!
No!
Anyway, Killobyte, do you mind giving us some summary?
Will do. The Decepticons unleash their most powerful weapon to prevent the Autobots from leaving Cybertron. And as Megatron's forces close in on Darkmount, Optimus Prime and his allies make their final stand. As always, this information has been taken from the wiki. And again, as always, special shout out to all of our patrons. Thank you so much for your support. You are all amazing.
You rock. You're amazing. You're fabulous. You're looking good today, by the way. I like your tie. Oh, and I like the way you did your hair. Good stuff.
Love you. We appreciate you. Keep rocking.
Yeah. Are we ready to get started?
We are.
Absolutely.
we start off with two grumpy old men fighting and arguing over Cybertron and the Matrix. Then Computron and Skylynx arrive, but more importantly, Jumpstream takes both the Imploder and Skywarp out of the picture, diffusing the situation a little. Thoughts? Favorite scene?
See what you did there?
Yeah, thank you.
Because they also get fused together, too.
Yeah, they do. It reminds me of that one time in Transformers Prime when Knockout got stuck in the wall after doing the phase shifter. It gives me those vibes so much. I love how Jumpstream's just giving him snide comments the entire time. It's great.
Yeah, it's really great. I really enjoyed that somehow Jumpstream was able to take an atomic level bind of Skywarp to the Imploder together in unspace, then just, left him there, which is brutal.
Great.
It's like, hi, bye. It was great. I enjoyed the fight between the grumpy old men. It was funny because they were just punching each other while there was just a circle of all the other members from Decepticon Autobots. And they're like, it just felt like Fight Club. They're like, fight.
Yeah, they were like, we can't interfere in this.
Yeah, it was great. It was pretty funny.
A lot of fun. Love the artwork throughout the entire thing. All the fighting, even like the bigger fight scenes as we move forward. It was all so great.
Yeah, it was really good.
The art is amazing. I really like it, and I enjoy it a lot.
I do want to point out something about the art. On the digital version, at least, on page 20, that is that Shockwave riding Shockwave?
It is.
I don't know what page 20
no,
is.
No, I think that is Shockwave's backpack that turns into a hovercraft, like the toy for the Siege line.
Oh,
so that's what's happening there, because you see that he doesn't have the bulky.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's little.
That explains so much. Thank you. I was very confused.
Is that
Shockwave
right?
expert, and I'll answer any questions you have.
Thank you.
His favorite number is 42.
Soon after
that
a
is
huge
so not
battle
funnily ironic.
between the Autobots and Decepticons at Darkmount for the future of absolute everything. Beautiful art, as always.
Oh man, I love the battle scenes, especially between Computron and Devastator and Leviathan joining in the fight.
Yes.
It was amazing. And the colors are so vibrant.
Fight.
Alex
Colors are
Milne does it
incredible.
again.
Knocks it out of the park. Well done. And everyone else who helped, of course.
I loved the Ultra Magnus and Paramagna back-to-back on the panel before that Leviathan and Computron team up. Oh, it was so clean, so pretty.
I really like Leviathan because they're not like, she's not like a big Titan. She's like the same size as Computron, which was interesting. So there's like different size Titans. And that's really nice to see that like they come in different shapes and sizes. Yeah. Also, when do we get a toy? Hasbro, come on.
Yes, please.
I want all the toys of the bots in this series. It's just, they're so nice.
Yeah. Oh, another thing on that, like Lodestar is so much bigger than Leviathan. So much more bigger. There's an image where she is just laying on the ground and Leviathan is like the size of Lodestar's hand.
Oh my god,
but
I didn't even
I thought that was cool. Another thing that I thought was interesting, I guess, was like the battle shows the true strength of Devastator taking out both Turbo Cat, Cyber Cat, yeah. I thought they weren't allowed in the bar. But anyway.
Talk to Swerve about that.
Yeah. So Devastator taking out both of the Autobot giants, which then gives us Super Computron, which is 10 Autobots, the Technobots.
There's a lot of Autobots.
Plus Pipes, Grooves, Flare-Up, Javelin, and Backstreet. What are our thoughts on that?
Backstreets are back.
I thought it was cool that he could go from, because this was, I believe they were forged by the Enigma that Black Arachnia made. Yeah, the artificial Enigma. So, I mean, truth be told, that as the time goes on, theoretically, we have no idea how many bots they could bring into their combined mode, which is super cool to think about, and how, because the way that it was made before is not, like your typical, it's not like a relic of the old. It's a new relic that was made by Black Arachnia that maybe in the future, like, it could have some difficulties that they don't understand. And so I love that. Change it up. There was something new. They got to end up contributing to the battle, but we don't know what it's going to end up costing them eventually.
Yeah, because they, I don't remember the name of the leader of the Technobots, but I know that they absorbed that fake Enigma of combination, and so they are the Enigma. So without them, they wouldn't be able to combine. But it's also interesting that they combine with 10 Autobots. There's 10 in total, but they're still the same size. The other ones just kind of got armor onto them.
Yeah.
So kind of interesting.
They literally became the shield of the combiner.
But if the leader of the Technobots is the Enigma, then theoretically he could combine with any combination of bots.
Yeah, but we don't know. What I'm saying is, like, we don't know that what'll cause him, because it's one bot instead of all of them having
instead
the
of
same
all of them
ability.
being a
So
part of
I
it
was
together.
I was trying to add to what you were.
Yeah, there's a lot of consciences, conscienci, all in one body, and we saw that with Devastator was even 6. It can be crazy.
Yeah. Well, if it works the same, right?
That's true, 6 equally contributing, so we have no idea. That's a lot of strain to put on one processor, though, if he's really controlling the whole thing.
Yeah. And for listeners, there's most of the panels in this issue are just fight scenes. So that's why we haven't talked much about story.
Most
it's just
of it is
punching, blasting, and explosions.
Which, beautiful, doesn't push the story much farther, because no one really dies in the fighting, like, at all. There's just punching, and then there's no more punching at the end. Yeah. It's a Michael Bay film in this one. Punching, explosion.
In art, so it's prettier.
Yeah,
the Technobots. The Technobots stay behind. Computron stays behind to get the other ones to.
They stall them.
To escape. So they do get captured by Megatron. They don't get killed once they uncombine. So maybe that is going to be. It was going to be another plot line in the future. Maybe rescuing them.
I love how this whole time they have. Like, Megatron has gotten increasingly crazy. Like, they've shown a really great difference. You know, Megatron has technically won this battle, won the war, but because he didn't kill Optimus, he's like, you know, screw Cybertron. Like, I didn't win, even though I have everything that I wanted in the beginning. I don't want that anymore. And you kind of see Strika she's like, what do you mean? Like, you won, Megatron. And he's like, no, I didn't. This is not what I wanted.
Clickbait. I don't know if anyone's told you. Breakups are messy, and Optimus Prime and Megatron are really going through it, you know?
They really are.
Sometimes it's not about winning.
Yeah. Well, it definitely wasn't about winning. It was about sending a message, what Megatron wanted to do. And by Optimus just being like, here, you can have it, it's not, you know, he wanted to show that he had the strength to.
He wanted to share, he wanted to take it.
Yeah, he didn't want to be handed to him. He just,
I like how some of the Decepticons were even like, we did win, didn't we? Like Flame War, for example. Confused about winning.
Flame War.
Flipping to where the Autobots are, calling what was once Cybertron's moon home, where we also see and find Blastoff and Cosmos finally getting together and greeting their new friends home. And that's it.
So
that's
cute.
The end of the 2019 continuity. That was adorable little ending there, but also felt like there was definitely more they didn't get to explore.
Yeah. It also feels weird for a Transformers story to end in such a happy way.
Such a peaceful, happy way, yeah. No one died in this last comic.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what is this? What is it? What I'm feeling here?
And then how they brought it together with Cyclonus. He was like, oh, like, this is over. You guys can rest.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to be okay. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I do like that
that was such a nice.
That his, I don't know if it was their best friend or their partner, but they're like, I want you to stay a little bit longer because I still want you to, I want to show you some of the places before we go. So that was great.
Yeah, it was adorable. Sweet ending. And then we also get a thank you letter at the end towards Hasbro, the creators, and finally the fans as a final farewell and goodbye and thank you for all the fish.
All the fish? I didn't get my fish.
Hold on. Wait.
Where's my fish barrel?
Getting this mixed up here. Hold on.
Did not get fish. I also didn't see.
I don't know. Melvin told me there was something about fish. Anyway.
Melvin? Who's Melvin?
He's like a small, depressed robot. I don't know. He's been walking around here.
They should go see Rung.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Any other notes from your end before we go to Clickbait's quick quotes that are never quick or
or quotes?
Whoa! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Oh,
you know, there's no weapons policy here.
Hold on.
Only if you're paying, Onyx.
You think I have that kind of Shanix?
None of us do.
I don't know what kind of Shanix you have, but you have Shanix
I'll
that
get us
are
some
not
shots
coming out of
of,
my pocket for this.
Look at us some shots of H2O. How's that?
Nobody wants that Earth compound, Onyx. Okay, stuff's weak.
Wow.
They use it to grow humans. I don't figure.
Oh my gosh, is that how they do that?
Yeah, they'd like pour some on the dirt and
It's
then
pretty
pop up a
unsettling.
human. Yeah.
Oh,
Popped
it seems
out.
really efficient.
Yeah. Anyway, back to your.
Is it though?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't spend that much time on Earth.
Was I saying something?
I don't
Or was I
remember.
going to say something? What is going on here?
Onyx was distracting us as per usual. Onyx, get it together.
Yeah.
Okay, back on track. I gotta bring us back in.
What? Who? I'm so
I'm bringing
lost.
us back in. Bringing us back in.
Okay,
All right, final
okay.
thoughts, and then Clickbait's quick quote.
I'm happy that nobody that I enjoyed and followed died. So I'm very happy about that.
Well, good for you. Good for you. We start off this entire continuity with Brainstorm being dead. My boy. They
It's your
mutilated
turn,
my boy.
man. It's your turn.
I mean, there's a couple characters I wish we would have gotten to see. A couple more combiners. I feel like the story came to an end, rather abruptly. Like, I feel like they wanted to do more with it, but they didn't quite get the chance. But overall, I had a great time. This issue, specifically all the issues, I had a really great time reading them.
Yeah, same here. I think with that we should move to Rotsa, right? That's almost a Rotsa review there.
Yeah. I don't think there's any quick quotes here at all.
No, you don't get to skip over my quick quotes like that.
Oh, you have some?
Of course I have
You never
some.
have any.
I always have a few.
Reading here that says the end. Well, that's not a quote.
Yeah, I see here on your notes.
I'm pretty sure I
it
did
said
not.
the letter.
No,
It says
here.
you're in the wrong
I'm
file.
flicking this piece of paper.
No.
It says
It's
no
upside
more.
down. Turn it around. Turn it around. It's upside down.
Wait, hold on. This is the menu.
Onyx,
did you have
how
too
much have you had to drink again?
To drink? Yeah.
Moving on. Clickbait, take it away.
Anyways, all right, let's get some clickbaits, quick quotes going here tonight. My first one is going to be when Skylynx and Devastator are in the middle of that big battle out on the plains. Devastator says, "I am power," and Skylynx goes, "Feel my power, upstart." It was cute. The one-liners in this issue were absolutely great. I love them all. And then you would start at the top panel and they would say something and then you'd kind of switch to something else. And then at the bottom panel or a page over, you'd come back to it and you're like, oh, it's such a great comeback to that. And my next one gives me vibes from another Earth pop culture classic where Computron goes, "Decepticons shall not pass." And I think, didn't that happen in some sort of jewelry-related movie on Earth? I think that seems to ring some sort of bell.
Yes, the Ring
Yeah,
Lords.
yeah.
Yes, the Ring Lords, yeah.
Yeah. What was his name? Grampolf? Grampolf the Brown, right? Grampolf the Brown?
I thought it was Dumble,
Wasn't it the White?
Dumble something.
Was it the white?
Door, it had to do with a door,
I
I
don't know.
thought. I don't know.
He was trying to protect Frito Baggins.
I thought that was an Earth snack.
I know what Fritos are. Yeah, they're like chips, right?
I don't know.
It's like the
I don't know.
it's like the movies about the talking vegetables and they go on adventures and sometimes they're
Yeah,
pirates.
yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Don't they sing
Vegetables.
They sing songs in that one, don't they?
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
have a
think so.
red ball, and he hangs out
Yeah.
with this weird pickle.
Yeah.
Pickle! The pickle.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. It's not
I
a
think he's
pickled pickle, it's an
Rick.
unpickled
I think
pickle.
is what the kids call him.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
I
an
think so.
unpickled pickle.
Yeah.
Pickled
Anyway.
pickle? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what a
Moving
pickle
along.
is.
Anyways, yeah, and then Megatron comes back with "I beg to differ." There we go again with the one-liners. And then probably my favorite and one of the best ways to wrap up this series is they're on the ship, they're on the Ark, and the Autobots are asking Optimus, where are we going? What are we doing now? Like, we have no home, we have nowhere to go. We don't know where we're going. And Optimus goes, "We are not lost. We know exactly where we're going." Then he says, "Home." And I thought that was so sweet. And then on the next panel, you see Cosmos and Blastoff getting everything ready. And it was
Home
such...
is where the spark
great.
is.
Home is where the spark is. Home is a people, not a
Yeah.
place. I think that is
Yep.
such a
And
sweet...
home is Optimus Prime.
Yes. Cannot argue with that whatsoever.
True. All right, are we ready for Rod Star rating?
Let's do it. Rodstar ratings.
Hello, take it away.
Me, take it away. Okay, well, I enjoyed the art. It's gorgeous. I like the fight scenes. I like that you could follow them, and there were not too many things happening, but there were enough things happening. And the story it's okay. It didn't really push anything forward. It just didn't add more. I know that they probably knew this was getting to a close, so they had to kind of end it. So for this one, same as the old one, or the previous one, not the old one, the previous one, it's going to be a 3. It's just okay. They didn't add too much to it, and then it just kind of ended. So it was an okay read.
Clickbait.
I actually really enjoyed this. Shocking nobody, I'm sure, at this point. Anyways, I loved the art. I loved the one-liners. I loved that we got to see all these characters in these great, big, giant battle scenes. Like I said, I do feel like they kind of rushed the ending, which is probably a little bit out of their control, but they still left it on a really nice, really fun, happy note. So I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 Rod Stars.
Yeah, that's fair. I like the art. I like the fight scenes. But I'm also with Kilos, like it didn't really add a lot. I know this is one issue, but it's slightly longer than most issues. And I also know I'm just reiterating what we just said. Like they didn't have more time to do more things. But with what they did have and what they did tell, I think they did pretty good with the ending. So I think I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5.
Nice. But listeners, what did you think of these comics, and how many Rod Stars would you give it? Let us know by leaving a comment below. If you would like to get in contact with us, you can send us an email at swervesbarpodcast@gmail.com. That's SWERVESBAR podcast@gmail.com. Does anybody have any new toy acquisitions they would like to share?
Yeah, I got oh my goodness, many. Save it for the next video. I got the Deadeye Dual 2-pack, which came with Cascade and Autobot Javelin, both of which we saw in this continuity. I think are pretty good. The Javelin's just a redeco of the Bumblebee RC, but I think it's not a bad redeco. The Cascade one is a redeco of Chromium from the Combiner Wars.
I think it's just a recolor. They just changed the head, I think, but everything.
Yeah, they just changed the head, really. Yeah, I feel like they could have done more with that one. Yeah, I like the Javelin one.
She's pretty.
I'm just gonna add here since I have the same pack.
What? You have the same one?
I also have the same one.
Wow. How did that happen? I don't think we got to see much of Cascade. I think they were at the beginning when they were trapped in the Titan, and Soundwave. Cascade was part of the group that Soundwave gave the Javelin, and then the Javelin exploded. So I don't think we got to see more of them, and I don't think we ever saw their alt mode. So I think this fits the character just fine. I like the head sculpt. I wish their sniper would not have been 3 pieces.
Yeah.
Because it just keeps falling apart. So I glued mine that way because I was not going to do pistol. I was just going to keep her a sniper. But I think they did pretty good with the remold for Javelin of the Bumblebee RC. I think it fits the character, and I like the alt mode they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that. So instead, I got the Legacy Evolution Titan Nemesis, who you may think is a big figure, and then you get her, and she's a bigger figure. She's friggin' huge, and she's gorgeous, and that shipping cost a pretty penny all the way out here to Cybertron.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but
I bet, yeah.
She got here, and she's in one piece, and I'm probably going to leave her in ship mode because she just looks so much more impressive. But it's a really nice, very hefty, incredibly tall figure. Super excited with it.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. So are you guys ready for the final review of the Transformers IDW 2019 continuity?
There's more we got to review?
We're just going to review the whole thing. Just our overarching thoughts and opinions. Yeah, as a whole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see. Giving us more work. Cool.
More work.
Always.
Ever since we hired Clickbait, she's just started taking over. Telling us what to do.
Soon we're going to be kicked out of the company.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, that's
our
little
mics are still on.
Oh, no.
You guys, I can hear you. You didn't hit the mute button.
Oh, no.
We got to figure out a way to...
We're also sitting right next to you.
But listeners,
Killobyte,
I'll
Wait.
talk to
me
lockdown
under
and
the,
break
I'll
down or
just talk to
something.
you underneath the table. I'll just talk to you under the table. Okay, see you under there. I'm gonna scoot.
I can
I know,
still hear you.
paralinguistics.
I can still
We can
hear
just
you.
tap
Yeah.
our fingers.
I can also.
Yo,
Yes.
yo,
Yes.
what does she think she's doing?
I can still hear you.
Oh, we gotta eliminate her.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like we did Computron.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You never told me what happened to Computron. Is that what happened? You finally take him
He's
out?
on vacation. Don't you worry. He's
Read the ending. Read the ending. We're
we're
talking.
just gonna-
Oh, my Primus.
talk over
Anyways,
here.
listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, consider sharing it with your
God.
friends and
Thanks for
subscribing. If you want to help out the show even further, we have started a Patreon.
can
All
hire
the
the
proceeds
bounty
will go to
hunter.
supporting the show and
Yeah,
keeping
what
the
do you
lights
think of
on.
lockdown?
And of course, we have some tiers that offer other
Or
forms of
Detroitus.
gratitude, such
She
as
might like
3D
that too
files
much.
and entry to our Discord channel. Soon to
That's true.
come will be a new tier where
She's
you can
into bad
pay them
boys.
for their minutes of silence.
True.
Anyways,
That's
you'll
a
even
fact.
get early access to our comic review videos a week before their public release. There's also a
Who's
Redbubble where you
anniversary?
can purchase a
Netflix?
wide variety
Or
of
Nightbird?
merchandise to support the
Nightbird
Swerve Bar
would be pretty
podcast.
good.
It has our logos on
I
all
hear
the
they
merch
wear a
you can
red
think
wig
of.
though.
We also have a goal to reach 500
They can
subscribers.
listen to
We'll be
that in
doing
our
a
D&D
brand new kind of
episodes.
giveaway we've never done before.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So click that
Wonder how
subscribe
that's
button
going.
and tell your friends it's
Me
a good
too.
time.
I think they're
As
having
always,
fun.
we hope you
Yeah,
all are
me
staying
too.
safe out there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening.
Oh,
Except for the
Danny's
two
coming
boys
up.
under the
Get back up.
table. Till all are
Till our
one.
one.
Till all or one.
Till our one. I
You guys are
think I said
fired.
it twice.
Till
You did
all or
not,
one.
You guys are
did
fired.
not surprise me. I said,
Fired.
What?
Yeah, no. I said till or one.
no, I said it too.
You can't fire us after the end of the podcast. That's how this works.
We're part of
You
the
have to do
episode.
it
You gotta do it
Before
before.
we record. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, noted for
You're
next
stuck
time.
here with us for the next review now.
It'll be a one-bot show on the next one.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Swordsbar Podcast, and even on Tumblr. Yes, with everything going on Twitter, we figured we should cover our bases. Speaking of which, you can also find us on Twitter at Swordsbar, if that's still a thing. If you're interested in more content, try checking out our spin-off D&D series, Transform and Roll Out. Season 3, titled Eons, is now available. Let's tune in to a preview now.
You hear a name shout out back and forth called AstroCard, but it's very unclear, and it takes off into the office supply store.
Oh my god. This is great.
So how about not dying? You want to get in on that? 'Cause I'm about to leave.
It's pretty fun. You'll meet a bunch of different toys. Have you heard of the buff soldiers? They're pretty cool.
Buff soldiers?
Yeah, they have action poses.
I don't think I know them. That's
No.
probably why I lose half my
Oh.
I'm
battle.
very interested in that. I
Do
would
you,
like
do
to
you
see
know?
that.
Do you know the Karens?
They got an 8, so they're
Oh my
just a puff
Oh,
of
they're
cloud
just like
bully.
you. Also failing their roles.
Well, that was certainly something. There is also a YouTube channel with bonus content, such as video games containing funny comments and trendy shorts. A link will be provided below. And if you're so inclined, you can support us on Patreon, where you can get even more bonus content, such as 3D files, access to their Discord, and listen to the content before it's released to the public. More links will be provided below. End transmission.